What are the best navigation events for trail and ultra runners, including some beginner-friendly ones? Are there some expert tips for running 100k in 24 hours? Which Salomon running vests are best for which distances? Plus, what gear reviews are coming up on Wild Ginger Running this spring? Find out in my Q&A series, answering all your trail and ultra running questions. I'm Claire and you're watching Wild Ginger Running, the trail and ultra running advice and inspiration channel. Thank you all for subscribing, and thank you to everyone who shares and retweets my films on social media. You guys are brilliant. Keep sharing my films and keep your questions coming. Whether it's a query about gear or training, nutrition or racing, type it in the comments below so I can help you out. Now, let's answer that first question. This is the final top 10 for Enduro Dubs, who wanted me to do a top 10 best, hardest, toughest, must-do trail races for 2019. So here are the top 10 best UK navigation events. I wanted to get this in this week so that I can mention one of my favourite beginner navigation events, the OMM Lite, which I'll be working at in a weekend early in May. So if you're there, come and say hi. I like navigation events as they're really stimulating and they take your mind off the effort of running and make it more of an adventure. So you get to explore places that you might not have otherwise visited. However, map reading can be really frustrating when you make mistakes, but the only way to improve is practice. And it does feel great when you start getting it right most of the time. If you do fancy starting to combine map reading with running, but you're not sure how, check out my navigation playlist here. Here we go with the top 10 in the UK. So there are hundreds of events organised by British Orienteering all over the UK. So have a look at the event calendar on their website and use their search filters to find a suitable one near you. Often each race will offer short and long distance courses from beginner to super challenging, and the organisers and racers alike tend to be the types of people you can ask for tips from. Number 2, Try Adventure do 1 and 2 hour navigation trail races in the southwest of England, where you have to find as many checkpoints as possible within that time frame. This is a good starter event to see if you enjoy the added challenge of map reading while running. Number 3, jump up to 4 hours of navigation with the Kong Mini Mountain Marathon series in the lakes and peaks every year from April. Walkers are also welcome at this event, so don't worry about your speed, but the thought of the homemade soup and the cakes at the end might spur you on. Once you know you like navigation, it's time to bury your head in a map for the whole weekend. In at number 4 is the event I'm working on next month, the OMM Lite. This is the baby brother of the infamous OMM, the original mountain marathon. I'll cover that in a moment. So this is a great opportunity for beginner navigators to sleep at a base camp in Cannock Chase and take to the trails for 2 days, carrying just a day pack and using a map and compass in pairs, either by foot or by mountain bike, trying to find as many checkpoints as possible. 5, if you enjoy 2 days of map reading while carrying a small day pack, now take a look at the Great Lakeland 3-Day, a supported 3-day navigation event in the Lake District in May, where your camping kit is transported to each new sleeping site. You can choose from 3 different difficulty levels, the easiest of which is called the Cathay category, which is actually about 65k over the weekend with 3,000 metres of ascent. There are also rather large free cakes at the end of each day. What's not to like? Number 6 steps it up a level with the Saunders Mountain Marathon, a nice summer weekend in July in the Lake District, carrying everything you need to survive in pairs in the mountains for 2 days. There are long days with hopefully good weather, so hone your skills, get your lightweight camping kit out and your food together, and do your first proper mountain marathon. 7, starting to get more serious here, the Scottish Mountain Marathon is held every June at a secret location within Scotland, and this year it's the Attadale Forest in the North West Highlands. It's pairs again, carrying all your kit like the classic Saunders, but further north. 8, increasing the intrigue now, every September the Rab Rock is held at a location only revealed 1 month before the event. Could be anywhere. There are 2 types of course: Score, where you visit as many checkpoints as possible within a time frame, and Linear, where you navigate to your allotted checkpoints as quickly as possible. It's 2 days in pairs and you carry all your kit and food, and you camp out in the mountains overnight. Number 9, the daddy of all mountain marathons, the OMM. This stands for Original Mountain Marathon, and it was the first ever 2-day navigation romp through the mountainside in pairs, carrying everything you need to survive. It was designed as the ultimate test of mountain craft by Jerry Charnley in 1968 and known back then as the KIM, the Carrymore International Mountain Marathon. It's held every year in October, deliberately on the weekend when the clocks go back, just to make sure you get more bad weather and darkness for your money. 10. The OMM used to be the toughest mountain marathon in town, but recently it was knocked off that spot by the notorious Marmot Dark Mountains. This epic challenge is held in January and crams 2 days of running into one long event that continues into the night, only for the most experienced and possibly crazy of mountain runners in pairs. I hope that has given you all some exciting ideas for the summer, and come and say hi if you're going to the OMM Lite. And if I've missed your favourite navigation trail race, then let me know in the comments below. Question 2. Now this is an interesting idea. Martin Lavar would like advice on doing a solo 100k by running laps around his local park for 24 hours. So this is a great DIY running project, Martin, and what an interesting way to test yourself over a certain distance or time frame. I asked world-class runner and coach Robbie Britton from the British 24-hour ultra running team for his top tips. If you recognise Robbie's name, it might be because I mentioned his Jordan fastest known time last fortnight in this film here. Robbie has 3 top tips for 100k runs in 24 hours. Number 1, think about moving rather than running. You have to do a mile every 23 minutes to cover 100k in 24 hours, so that doesn't have to all be running. You can walk some of it, just keep moving forward, thinking that every step forward takes you closer to your goal. Number 2, break it down. Take it one lap at a time. Focus on the one that you are doing right that moment, get round it, then deal with the next one. Tick them off one lap at a time, and this is a voyage of self-discovery, so focus on what you need to do to keep moving forward in the most efficient way possible, one lap at a time. Number 3, eat and drink the things you like. Robbie says he likes to quote Anne Trayson here when she says that ultra running is just eating and drinking with a bit of running thrown in. With 23 minutes for every mile, you're not in a rush, so eat food that you like. He recommends carb-based fuels like Jelly Baby, jam, sandwiches, black Coke, maybe a pork pie, but eat all your favourite foods and not a weird sports nutrition drink that you read about or that Robbie Britton says that he eats. Finally, Robbie says you can do it, Martin. Isn't he a super nice chap for sharing his hard-run advice with us? Follow Robbie this year as he runs the Wicklow Way in Ireland in June and the Centurion Running Track 100-mile race in September. A link to his website is in the film description below. Question 3. Patron Masood Kalali wants to know what each type of Salomon trail running pack is recommended for. So Salomon have several different ranges of trail running packs, and I've reviewed the main 2 types for runners. The S-Lab Sense Ultra 8 set here and the Advanced Skin 5 set, including the ladies 8 fit set. The S-Lab Sense Ultra packs are Salomon's top of the range super light packs. They're made of a thin, strong and stretchy material with capacities of 2, 5 and 8 litres. This 8 set or 8 litre version weighs an incredible 125 grams. So these bags are really useful for races where you want to go super light and you're trying to carry as little kit as possible. A bit more robust and therefore a little bit heavier, you have the Advanced Skin series in 5 and 12 litres unisex fit and 8 litres for the ladies fit. So these are really popular as well as they last for ages and they're light enough for racing and training. If I hadn't just given my 8 set ladies fit sample to top athlete Sabrina Vergy to test out on the Dragon's Back race this May, it would be my go-to super comfy, perfectly featured bag for all my current training and racing. There's also the Agile, the Skin Pro and the Outpeak range. Now I haven't tried any of those packs, but I don't feel like I'm missing out because apart from the Agile 2 set, which I wouldn't personally get because there's not enough carrying capacity to make it a versatile enough purchase, they all have zip closures on the main compartments, and that means I can't stuff things in and out of the pack on the move. However, zip closures are better for fast hiking, scrambling and mountaineering when you wouldn't want to risk anything slipping out of the pack with all the different moves that you have to make. Running, if you're good at it, tends to be fairly upright usually, so things don't tend to work their way out of these more open packs on the run. Having said that, the larger Agile, Skin Pro and Outpeak packs are more useful for remote or wintry ultra running with their bigger carrying capacities of 15 and 20 litres. Finally, the Agile range also have side compression straps rather than a waistcoat design with a large side pocket. So while this is good for adjustment and can give a more generous fit for larger runners, if you don't need this, it's better to go with the waistcoat design of the Sense Ultra and the Advanced Skin with a larger pocket space at the sides. I hope that helps you make the right choice, Masood, and if you have any more questions, just ask. Quick fire questions. Neil Hopkins says, do I have any other 10-minute stretching routines on YouTube? I'm working on it, Neil, but in the meantime, my 10-minute best stretches for ultra film here will work for all types of running. The only reason I've called it best for ultra is that most of the stretches are sitting or lying down, as I thought people would be too tired to stretch standing up after running such a long way. So I'm hoping to get some other stretching and high intensity interval training films up on the channel over the summer, so keep watching. Carol Jackson asks if there are any good waterproof socks without merino, as she doesn't wear wool. So Carol has already found deck shell bamboo and wants to know how good they are. Yes, I have a pair. They're really, really good. And Carol, you could also try the other brand I recommend, which is Sealskins. Their super thin ankle socks are, for example, have a bamboo lining as well. So I'll put a link to them and the deck shell ones in the description below. DK Mutley wants to know if I'll get a chance to review the new Raid Lite range of running packs, as he's interested in the front pack option. Yes, I really want to try their new Revolutive 12-litre vest, as I saw it in their Instagram story recently, and the whole range just looks super pro. So a front pack option is definitely a good shout, so let me know if anyone's got one already and add a comment below. I've asked the PR guy for Raid Lite and samples are thin on the ground, but he is working on it, so watch this space. Gear. So the new Raid Lite Revolutive packs are coming soon, and I already have these goodies coming up on my gear test list over the next couple of months, so stay tuned for the following. Packs wise, I'm going to be taking a look at the new OMM Phantom 12 running pack here, and I've also got my hands on a Salomon quiver, so I'm going to attach it to the back of one of my Salomon packs, and I'm going to try attaching it to one of my other packs as well. This is to carry poles. So trail running shoe wise, I'm going to be testing the new Innovate Graphene Grip Rocklite 275. I'm also going to be testing the Salomon Speedcross 5. And very excitingly, the new Raid Lite Revolutive. Stay tuned to Wild Ginger Running to watch these reviews coming soon. I can also recommend a couple of fantastic books that I've been sent recently. The Rise of the Ultra Runner by Adharanan Finn is a great insight into why people have suddenly started running a very long way for no apparent reason other than it being an excellent excuse to stuff yourself with a lot of cake and not have to sit in front of a computer. It's deeper than that, folks, and this book explores Adharanan's journey into ultra running, reaching limits and the edge of human endurance. I'm halfway through it and I'm really enjoying it. It's definitely one to read this spring. And brimming with inspiration and practical information from Cicerone, their latest running release is Trail and Fell Running in the Yorkshire Dales by Pete Elwood. No less than 40 runs in this beautiful national park, including the 3 peaks, the race guide to which you can see in my film here. It's competition time, and this month's exclusive Patreon competition will give the lucky winner a chance to win 3 Orange Mud running packs, from a 2-litre Hydro Quiver double barrel pack to a 4-litre endurance pack and a 12-litre adventure pack worth a total of £300. Added to that is an entry to a Salomon trail running event for you and a friend worth £80 and an insane inside hat worth £20, bringing the grand total to £400 worth of trail running goodies. Take a look at my Patreon page to find out how you can be in with a chance to win every month. It's question time. Last time we were reeling from super double Bob Graham round record holder Nikki Spinks having a crack at the notorious Barkley Marathons, and I asked you if you'd ever consider it yourself. So the answer was pretty much a unanimous no from all of you, which is quite frankly a big relief, because that also means that you don't expect me to ever go and have a go at it either. So patron Sean Lockhart summed it up really nicely, saying, just hearing the Barkley Marathons gives him a cold shiver. It's definitely not on his bucket list, and hats off to all those that try. So this week's question is, if the Barkley Marathons isn't your idea of fun, what is your dream race? Let me know in the comments below, and keep those trail and ultra running questions coming so I can answer as many as I can in next fortnight's Q&A. Subscribe if you haven't already, and click the notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. Thank you for watching. Thanks to all my incredible patrons. Have fun, enjoy your run, and I'll see you on the trails.